Happy Sunday morning, everybody. Calix Boxing here. Last night, man, was a fun night of boxing. Fun night of boxing. I'm just getting caught up on everything. And Nonito Donaire makes history. Oldest bantamweight champion of all time. A major bantamweight championship of all time. 38 years old. Almost 39. And he's pulling this off. And what makes this special to me is not only the way he did it. He beat a guy, a legit champion, undefeated, who has never been knocked down, and he beat him by stoppage, knocked him down 3 times. So not only how he did it, but the fashion he did it and what exactly he's pulling off here. And let's put this into perspective. It's difficult as an older fighter to win a legit title to begin with. 38 years old, you're talking about a guy who has been active for another record I saw was he's the 11th, I believe, fighter to ever win legit championships in 3 different decades. So props to him for that, as well as shows longevity. That's a Hall of Fame career right there. When you can do it through the 2000, 2010s, 2010 to 2020s, and now you're in the 2021, almost 39 years old, and you're still doing it. But not only that, it's tough to do it in the lower weight class because you're talking about a guy, the lower weight class, you're talking about fighters who are very active in the ring in that they throw a lot of punches. It's just tougher to be successful throughout your career fighting at that pace within the ring. That's what's special about what Chocolatito is doing right now as well. Still fighting at a high pace, a high level, even this late in the game, being active this long in his career. And Donaire is cut from that cloth. You're talking about a guy who was 118 pounds last night, fighting at bantamweight and still pulling it off against guys who go in there and throw a lot of punches. It's just a tough thing to do at an older age, to fight in the lower weight classes and continue to be successful. And Nonito Donaire did that last night. And not only that, another thing that's special about this guy is he wants to go right back in there with Inoue. And that's special as well because you're talking about a guy in Inoue who is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And he was just in with him in 2019 in his last fight in a loss in one of the fights of the year. And he wants to hop right back into it with him to avenge that loss. He's a special guy, man. Special fighter, cut from a different cloth. And this is what I talk about on this channel with throwback fighters. I talk about guys like Donaire, Pacquiao, Chocolatito, Canelo. Guys from cut from another cloth who want to stay active in the ring, want to fight the best. And Donaire is another guy on that list. He wants to avenge that loss against one of the top pound-for-pound fighters. And look, he earned it last night. He earned it last night. Those uppercuts he was throwing against Oubaali to stop him were beautiful. You saw that killer instinct that came out of him. He was feeling it out in the first round, second and third round especially. He came out for the kill. He showed that killer instinct, was putting together the punches nicely. Oubaali came out after the second knockdown, I believe, third knockdown. I think after the second knockdown, and started to throw punches back. Donaire showed some patience and then caught him with that big shot to end that round in the third, and he was done. Oubaali was done after that. So to finish the job in the 4th round, he showed patience, went down to the body, and then threw those uppercuts, was expecting where Oubaali's head would be, and finished the job. So salute to Nonito Donaire, man. Another guy who is just putting the sport of boxing on his back and saying this is how it's done. So it's good to see these guys active again in 2021 after 2020 being, with the shutdowns being a not active year. And seeing him and Oubaali were both active for the first time since November 2019. And Nonito Donaire is on a war path to get his titles back. All right, so good for Nonito Donaire. Great performance by him. And salute to another Hall of Fame fighter. Peace.